I'm going to read a quote here from A.D. Sparansky. Before a disease process of any kind is manifested on the outside of the body, the blueprint for any disease process is first patterned in the nervous system. Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Homic from Homic Advanced Chiropractic, advancing your life by reacquainting you with your body and Brain First Boot Camp. Why do I make these videos? Well, number one, because this is life-changing information and I don't have time to teach it to you during your chiropractic appointment. But we can accomplish this through the convenience of online learning. And two, everyone must grow their talents every day. In fact, we must expand our talents beyond our comfort zone. It can't be done with an impaired brain, and we've got a lot of brain drain out there in the world. But we need your full participation at all times. Do not think of taking time off or a vacation or hiding out. No, your talents can help make the world a better place. Now, I teach Brain First, the Brain First protocol, because Brain First, body follows. It's an interesting concept. These videos are introducing you to the Brain First Boot Camp. You can kick tires here with the videos, but eventually you're going to want to stop kicking tires and actually get in the car and drive. And how do you do that? You schedule some Brain First Boot Camp coaching sessions. Let's not go through life with brain drain. Even brain death is an actual medical diagnosis. Let's avoid that as much as we can. Your spine-brain circuitry needs to be nurtured, so welcome to today's topic. So, A.D. Sparansky, let me put that over there. Okay, I just went to my phone because I wanted to come up with a quick sentence about A.D. Sparansky, just something short. I know he's a Russian scientist, but all that came up was how there was so much suppression of science in Russia, and he actually, A.D. Sparansky, went against the Pavlovian theories, and so he was in a lot of trouble for that. He wrote a book in the early 1900s, and I'm going to get a hold of it because it's free on the internet. That way I can give you more information. But let me go back to this quote. Sorry about the digression, but he says, before a disease process of any kind is manifested on the outside of the body, meaning before you notice tissue changes, before you notice something is a little bit off, something that you're not comfortable with, the blueprint for any disease process is first patterned in the nervous system. So you could say this is the very early research or the early thinkings about neuroplasticity. And that this goes back to almost, I can't remember if it was 1903, 1904. He was a medical doctor who published a book, and I need to get my hands on it and read it. So as we talk about brain patterning, I want to share with you my brain pictures that I have in the office. If you ever read the book, The Brain's Way of Healing, Norman Doidge, you can learn about, and I couldn't remember this doctor's name, so I had to look it up. Doctor. And Dr. Michael Moskowitz. Look him up, study him, because you can make use of this brain picture right here. He had a patient who was a nurse in her 40s, disabled for 10 years because she was trying to move a patient, and you know how when they're very difficult to move because people are afraid when they're in your hospital. She was trying to move a patient who was rather large, and you just know it just goes badly. You know that because people tend to tense up and they don't help when somebody says, "Okay, help me out here so I can move you properly." Anyway, this nurse was disabled for 10 years, could barely walk across her living room. What did Dr. Moskowitz do? Gave her different pictures of the brain. These are cartoon versions. I give people this picture blank. This is colored. There's different designs here. And here's what he tells people to do. When you have chronic pain, it's not here anymore. It's not in the prefrontal cortex. It's back here. It's in the limbic system, and it becomes permanent there. If you don't resolve acute pain quickly within about 3 months or so, the body memorizes the whole situation, sticks it back here, and the pain becomes chronic because the limbic system holds on to memory in case something similar is going to come up in that person's life that resembles that initial injury. In order to protect the body, protect the person, the limbic system says, uh-oh, we've been through this before, let's seize up, let's guard, let's get tight. And there's chronic pain. Pain's in the brain. You can be totally healed where there's an injury, and you can have pain. Think about the people who have their limbs removed and they still have that ghost limb syndrome. They can still feel their arm. And sometimes it doesn't feel good. It's painful. And that's just how the brain does things. It's useful, but up to a point, it becomes annoying and can really get in the way of your life. So the brain pictures, he showed his patient, he said, focus on these pictures. And he said, I want you to create a brain that doesn't have pain anymore. Reteach your brain. So here is my picture. This picture up here, this is the limbic system in high gear, the back of the brain. The limbic system is just going to keep creating those chronic pain signals. And we don't want to focus on that. We want to focus on the brain slowly letting go. The limbic system has to shrink, so to speak. We shrink that and help the prefrontal cortex to wake up. Get that prefrontal cortex back on the job. And by that point, this is a fully functioning prefrontal cortex that is no longer dealing with chronic pain. And the doctor had his patient focus on the pictures, and whenever she was in pain, focus on the transitional state of getting back into a calm, balanced prefrontal cortex, because that's where your blood flow needs to be. When your limbic system is going on back here, you don't have blood flow, you don't have enough going to the prefrontal cortex. So there's no more problem solving. There's no more of that slow thinking. When you're learning something, you do it slowly because that's how you rewire it in your brain. Limbic system is fast, fast, fast and wants to go right to work and take care of matters quickly. But there's a point where we don't like it, where it's annoying, uncomfortable, painful. He was able to get this lady to become pain-free by this brain exercise. So this is definitely doable. He says you got to give yourself at least 8 weeks. She did it rather quickly because she was just focused on it. She said, okay, I'm going to do it, because she's tried everything else. And so this entire chapter talks about that. So this is The Brain's Way of Healing, Norman Deutsch. You can repattern your brain. You can teach your brain new tricks. You definitely can. So check that out here. If you want some blank brain pictures, let me know. I got them. I just got to print them off of my computer. Just understand that this kind of learning effort, it takes practice every day. It's going to replace something that's older and no longer useful. The limbic system is there to save our lives. It's survival instinct. It is the primal part of our brain. And sometimes we just need to reteach it. And that's what you can do. If you want to learn more, let me know. Get some Brain First boot camp coaching sessions under your belt. And get in the office. If you live near me, get in here and get adjusted. Your spine brain circuitry needs the adjustment in order to recharge all that electrical communication. I'm done. I'm really done. I got a lot of stuff to do the rest of the afternoon, and I got folks coming in. So enjoy the video. Look for a new one. Thanks for watching.